Hello and good day. Welcome, Coach Miller Light Show. Thanks for tuning in. So I've been working on eating more vegetables, more fruits and vegetables. So I got this bag of apples, and today I noticed that it says on it that these apples are for snacking, baking, and entertaining. All right, so what shall we discuss today? You know what it's going to be. Abraham Hicks, Money and the Law of Attraction, continuing on with the next chapter. So I listened to it in Audible. You know, it's a book, Money and the Law of Attraction. I'm listening to the audio version of the book and then writing it word for word in my handy-dandy notebook to tune myself to the message, and then coming on the show here to share it, to remember it, so that I can apply this in my life and be an example of what this message is. So here's what I heard today. Wrote it down. Abraham gives us an example of a bedtime positive aspects process. That was the title of the chapter. An example of a positive aspects bedtime process. So they start off by saying, your action orientation in life causes you to believe that it takes hard work to make things happen. Interesting. They're talking about a positive aspects bedtime process, and they're beginning by talking about how our action orientation causes us to think it takes hard work to make things happen. And I agree. I understand that. We have act as human beings, right? We're doing action. So then we have this belief that it takes hard work to make things happen. Well, Abraham has a different take on it, which I very much enjoy. They go on to say, but as you learn to deliberately direct your thoughts, you will discover that there is tremendous leverage and power in thought. I will learn that there is tremendous leverage and power in thought as I learn to direct my thoughts. As you focus more consistently only in the direction of what you desire, rather than diluting the power of your thought by thinking of the wanted and then thinking of the unwanted, you will understand from your personal experience what we mean. So I understand what they're saying here, that I'm diluting the power of my thought. And if I'm not experiencing the power of thought, it's because it's diluted. It's not concentrated, it's diluted. I'm going over here on what I choose and then drifting over to what I do not choose, and what I choose and what I do not choose, and not gaining the leverage and power of thought. So as I learn to more consistently direct my thought to the positive aspects by applying the processes that they've been sharing with us in this book, then my own experience will show me the power and the leverage that we have when we use the power of our thought by focusing on positive aspects. They said because of your action orientation, you often try too hard and work too hard. And as a result of that, most of you bring yourselves more to the attention of what is wrong, or more to the attention of what needs to be fixed, than you do to the attention of what you desire. Interesting that the action orientation causes me to try too hard. And then when I'm trying too hard, pushing through an action, then my attention, even though I think I'm working towards the positive end that I'm seeking, when I'm pushing too hard in action, my attention tends to be on what I do not have. It's on the minus end of the of the pull, right? The stick. Understanding that every topic is two topics. So let's say abundant money. Money, I can be thinking of the fulfillment of abundant money, or I might be thinking of the lack of money. And the message I'm hearing here is often when we're trying too hard with our action, we are focused on the minus end. Because we're saying, I don't have it, so I have to work hard to get it. And Abraham's message that I've been learning over these years isn't don't take action, it's take action in joy. That when I use the power and leverage of positive thought, when I get myself in that positive, good feeling zone, when I use the leverage of my energy of thought, then my action will be inspired. It will be joyful action. All right, so put 5 stars on this. You know what it means when there's 5 stars. It means you got to juggle an apple. That's what it means. All right, 5 stars on this message right here. Here's the process, the bedtime process. Here's a good way to apply the process of positive aspects at bedtime. Once you're in bed, try to recall some of the most pleasant things that happened in the day. Okay, so I'm laying in bed, I'm going to sleep. Now I'm deciding to develop a new habit. Instead of just drifting off to bed and then or worrying about things that happened, worrying about tomorrow, focusing on things I didn't like about today, train my mind, train myself to, as I'm falling asleep, Focus on the things that I liked about the day. Find the positive aspects. Abraham said, since many things have undoubtedly happened during the day, you may have to ponder for a little while, and you may remember some of the less than pleasant things that happened. But stick to your intention of finding something pleasing, and when you find it, ponder it. So I'm laying in bed, ready to go to sleep. Look at what I liked about my day. Find a positive aspect. I might have to ponder it. I might have to look a little while, and I might find some unpleasing things. But filter through it, find something pleasing in my day, find some positive aspects, and when I find them, milk them, baby. Ponder those things. Here's what they said next. Prime your positive pump, okay? Priming the positive pump. How do we prime the positive pump? I love this. This is taking positive aspects to the next level. Prime your positive pump by saying things such as, the thing I liked about that was, or my favorite thing about that was, wasn't this great? This is great. I've been working this positive aspects thing, and here's positive aspects to the next level. Instead of just finding the positive aspects, find the positive aspect, then prime the pump by asking saying to myself, what I liked about that was, my favorite thing about that was, and then follow any positive thread you find, thinking about the best parts of your day. So I'm going to bed thinking about the best parts of my day. This sounds like a really solid plan. Understanding that as I sleep, my attraction in my body stops. I have the opportunity to realign with the source energy, and then I'm going to reemerge the next morning into my day. Here I come, back into the physical, picking up where I left off the night before. We're always picking up where we left off. That's the message I'm hearing, and it's pretty exciting. So when I go to bed, ponder positive aspects. Prime the pump by saying, my favorite thing about that was, what I really loved about that was, and then fill in with any positive thread I can. And then once you're feeling the effect of your positive thoughts, focus on your dominant intention right now, which is getting a good night's sleep and awaking refreshed in the morning. Conscious sleep. What a novel idea. This is great. Say to yourself, I am going to sleep now, and while I'm sleeping, my thoughts will be inactive, and attraction will be inactive. Attraction to my body will stop, and my physical body will be refreshed at every level. Turn your attention to the immediate things around you, like the comfort of your bed, or the softness of your pillow, or the well-being of your moment. And then set forth the intention that I will sleep well and I will awaken refreshed, with another good feeling, positive point attraction, and then off to sleep you go. Interesting to me that they're giving this bedtime process in the book called Money and the Law of Attraction. Understanding that money is energy, and that in order to attract abundant money and abundance of all things, my energy must be raised. So how am I going to raise my energy? Well, start my day, go to the start of my day and start my day with positive aspects. And how am I going to start my day with positive aspects? End the night before with positive aspects. I find this fascinating because I'm sleeping every night, basically. And if I could master sleep and really use sleep for its intended purpose, and consciously, deliberately sleep where I'm going to sleep, and I'm recognizing that as I sleep, attraction to my body will stop, and I intend to be refreshed at every level and awaken the next morning and make my dominant intention as soon as I wake to focus upon good feeling things. That my intention today is wherever I look, I'm going to find something that feels good. Become that positive aspects finder. I mean, who wouldn't want to be around that? That's a great way to be. What do? Focus on positive aspects. What do you do, Mary? I focus on positive aspects. That's what. It's really more of a beingness now, isn't it? All right, people, so excited about this. So I tried it last night, and I noticed that I got a better night's sleep. I slept more soundly through the night. I made the intention before I went to bed. I said, tonight, attraction to my body will stop. And I focused on positive aspects, and I woke up and I had a better sleep. So I got one night in. That's how much I have so far to report in, but it's a good finding. All right, till next time.